Hi, we are John and Samantha. Welcome to our channel, Vintage RV Adventures. We bought our motorhome in July 2021, and with the help of a Rob the Builder, we have spent that time rebuilding the motorhome from what was a salvage wreck. This year, we're going to complete our motorhome project, and we will soon be on our way visiting some lovely parts of the UK, when we'll also take Shelby, our German Shepherd dog, along for the ride. So please do follow our journey. We look forward to having you along. Okay guys, I think we've mentioned this before in a previous video. We've got a bit of a leak in this kitchen on this window. So it's a bit dried out now, but there is a bit of a leak coming down here. And so today we're going to get this window out, Rob. And
we're going to take it out. I think that leak is causing the one that comes across here as well, John, because it's going across underneath the trim, and there is a bar that goes across there to hold this in as well. So that's the reason, and I didn't see that until we had some red the other day. But
okay, well, let's get this window out. Let's see what we find. Well, there we go, one window out. And yeah, I mean, you can see that wet there, can't you, Rob?
Yeah, I think it's getting in from here and coming travelling down. So, but there's no break in the seal out here, John, or not on the surface. So it's making me think it was the mastic that was no good that we used in the first one. Clean the frame off with a wire brush to make sure it adheres to it, and John is just applying a nice bead of silicone. And the bad news is, I think it's starting to rain, John. Quick, do it fast.
So a nice squidging out of the black gutter seal. There's a couple of areas where it hasn't quite squidged, so we're just going to run a bead in there. This will all be trimmed back when it's settled in. But this stuff is lethal. This repels water like nothing. It's like treacle, isn't it, Rob?
It is. It's good stuff, man. Right, leave that to go off a little bit, John, and then we can trim that.
So on this back corner, we know we've got a leak on this window, but we know it's not the frame to the bodywork. And look, we've just pulled this strip off. We're starting to pull this strip off, the sealing strip, and you can actually see the green there, can't you, Rob?
Yep, the mass is built up, and you can see all the water down here building up inside it, John. Yeah, you can see this inside. It's soaking inside, John. This needs a good clean.
Come around the other side.
Yeah, please do. You can see where the water's actually getting in.
Oh yeah, you can see there, can't you?
Yeah. And you tilt your video up a bit more, John, you can actually see it's inside here. That's where the water's getting in, coming underneath and dripping over. You see that?
Yeah.
And the last thing we wanted to do was actually take the pane of glass edge in case it broke. So what we're going to do is remove this, clean it up, and use some of the sealant we've got, and then put the rubber back in with the new sealants in there.
Just drying out any residue of wetness.
Don't think I'll bother cleaning those cups, you can have them as they are.
Thanks for the video, Sam.
You just need to dry that a little bit more, John, but we are not far off where we want to be. Hopefully you can see that squidging out, guys. I think we've managed to seal it. Now, someone might pass comment, there is a special tool to do this, a roller, but we haven't got one, so we improvise. As long as it's a flat edge, you're not going to ruin the rubber. Okay guys, we've now finished the paper on here. There's trims to go on the corner there, just like this one here, but now that's finished, and we can start looking now at the tiles, just in case anybody asks why we've stopped there. It's because the tiles are coming across there like that, all the way across and back round. so there's no water that can actually get through. Okay, I've now painted the my famous wedges to stop the bed from moving. We put it white so it matches in with the mattress as well, and it blends in with everything. So that's all done, as you can see, all the corner, all the way across there as well, and the bed will be placed on top, and it'll look very smart indeed. You can see, guys, it is coming together inside. I know we've got a bit of work to do on the outside as well, but the inside is coming together so good, it's unbelievable. So let's keep going. Okay guys, well, you started off on Saturday and we sealed these windows. This was one of the problem windows that we had, sealed it already, but the water was still coming through from the seal on the outside. These trays were full of water, as we previously showed you, but after sealing it and the downpour, I kid you not, it was a serious downpour yesterday, we've now sealed the back window, so that's sealed perfectly, and now we can actually start putting trims on that and finishing that off as well. So happy days. And another problem we had on one of the windows as well was this one was leaking all the way down here and coming across here and coming down here. We've now sealed that on Saturday, and it's done the job. It's fitted, so we can go ahead and start tiling now. We've sealed the wall. And today's job, or for the next couple of days, guys, what we're going to do is get this wall sanded down, prepped and painted. Both sides, so this wall's going to be painted, and the back is going to be paper. I think it's grey paper, the same as what we've got outside. Oh, sorry, same as what we've got outside. What I'm going to do is just take these off, make sure I don't get no paint on the sockets, and just unscrew these. Take the plastic frame off, and then we can paint around it and put it all back together once it's actually been painted. We're also going to paint inside this cove here where the toilet is going to go. We're going to paint that white as well, just to keep everything in situ. So that's today's job, so on we go. Okay guys, we got the first coat on. It's been primed and undercoated. There's a finished coat to go on top of that as well. As you can see, it's taking shape. I think I mentioned at the back wall with the grey paper that's going on. And also, don't forget guys, we've got the trim going on the edge here as well, which will finish it off a treat. But unfortunately, I'll let that dry before I can put the final coat on, and then we can paper hang hopefully tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll wait and see what the paint dries like. Okay, just putting the light switch back in place. Walls have been painted, as you can see. Let's tighten that up a bit. If we need to give it another coat, we can give it another coat. Nice that, but I think it's good enough what we're looking for. And that's the painting. There you go. That's the walls actually done. Both sides of the walls. I'm going to proceed now to put the paper up the wall covering at the back as well. So back to you in a bit, guys. Okay guys, there we go. That's the toilet decorated and finished off. Toilet's got to be installed obviously at the bottom, but I think you'll agree it does. It looks spectacular. So on to the next job. Okay guys, the next job we got is we're going to actually start to place some tiles on the wall, so I get some sort of resemblance for the kitchen. We've got a tile over there as well, but that's not a problem at all. But we'll start off here for now. Just a bit of advice to you guys: if you've got a hardwood surface, as we have, make sure you put some tape on, because any adhesive that you drop on there causes a chemical reaction and a purple burn spot, and it's very difficult to get out. So make sure you protect your hardwood surface. We're using flexible grout and flexible adhesive. We've had some advice about people using silicone, but that seems to be a very expensive way of doing it. So we're going to actually use flexible grout and flexible adhesive, see what happens, and if we need to replace it, then we'll replace it. But those are the tiles. They've been measured out, and I'll come back to you in a bit when I've got a few on board, and we can continue on from there. Okay guys, we've had a bit of a go at the tiling. As you can see, we've now got the first set of tiles up. They've actually gone off. As I said yesterday, they are a flexi tile adhesive. I'm going to use a flexi grout as well. That should stop the things from popping or coming off the walls. These are all set now, so we can actually take this runner off from here. I'm going to concentrate on down there, Drop that down a couple, do a few more, and then drop it down again. Some people work from the bottom, work their way up, and the gaps are not very good. So what I like to do is just drop that down to 3, work my way back up to there, and make sure all the gaps are perfect. But I think you can see, guys, it looks very effective, and obviously carry on around there as well. So we will continue, and we'll get some more content for you guys. Okay guys, you can see now we've finished this wall off, gone down to the floor and finished that off. This is probably the effect that we're looking for at the moment, because it's going to be a grey grout that goes in there, but that's pretty much what you're looking at. Every time you take a light switch off and put it back on, just make sure you turn them on and they do work. We've also started work on the other side as well, which is over here, and you can see we've obviously got some tiles up on the wall there. Plan is today to finish on the other side. Now unfortunately, this pipe work that comes out the back here, we can't get tiles on that there, so this is just going to have to be painted white, unfortunately, and I think John and Sam have agreed to do that. Well, I can't get tile behind it, unfortunately. I'm not going to remove all the pipe work just for the sake of putting a couple of tiles up, but you can see it's taking shape and looking good. You have to agree, it looks good. But yeah, onwards and upwards, let's keep going. Okay guys, we've managed to get this wall in as well. Everything's working. Again, I think you'll agree that it looks absolutely stunning. Today's job has come round. We're going to try and finish this side off here, and down below here we have to titillate with this door a little bit because it won't open as much as I want, but I've got an idea behind that. And finish this side off here as well. And then the only thing left to be tiled is the backsplash on the kitchen over on the other side. But I think we might need another box of tiles, but we'll check that out at the end of today's session. So I hope you guys are liking this, because I'm absolutely loving it. I think it looks brilliant. So I'll speak to you guys again in a bit.
Morning guys, so it's now Saturday morning. I haven't been here all week. Rob's been getting on with this, and this is the first I've seen it, and I'm absolutely amazed. It looks absolutely lovely. So there's new tiles in that little mini kitchen area, and we'll turn around a minute and show you the main kitchen area. Still not grouted. Rob, you've done a great job, mate.
You're looking good, isn't it?
I love it.
It's looking great. Unfortunately, I've run out of tiles. We've got to get some more so we can finish the job off. But yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic.
It does, doesn't it?
I think I've mentioned this before in the previous video, guys. We're using a flexible adhesive with a flexible grout, and they're not going to go anywhere.
It looks like something you see in a house, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Looks beautiful.
That's what we're looking for, home from home more than anything else. But it just
Absolutely
finishes it
beautiful.
off. The whole thing.
Right, we'll turn around, show them the other side. And there we go, guys. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Love it. Still to be grouted, of course.
Yeah.
But how good do those tiles look? Fantastic job, Rob.
It does look good. We worked it out that we wanted a full tile coming off the top of the surface, and it worked out to a nice full tile finish there, and a nice cut at the bottom. However, because there's so many different levels, we've got a slight adjustment here. So what we're going to do is put a quadrant bead underneath there. It's too much to silicone, but a nice quadrant bead just to finish it off. No one will ever see it, but I know it's there, but I need to make a job of it, so
sure.
That's going to go on there. And to finish off around here as well, to make it watertight after it's grated, there's going to be a silicone joint all the way around the surface.
And we've got the tiles now to finish that back piece, so all that is going to be tiled as well. Yep. Across the back.
It is, yeah.
Looking lovely.
Okay, hopefully next week, guys, what I can do, we've shown you how the tiles are on the wall and have a look, but I'm going to cut some in, show you how I cut round the plugs and the windows and everything else, and show you the machines that I use. It might help some people out, it might not, but just useful tips that might come along for future reference.
And looking around, I can see Rob has now, well, not finished the toilet, but certainly made some way with the toilet. So we're now painted and wallpapered, so we're ready for the toilet to be installed.
Yeah.
In fact, we've got everything to go there, haven't we? We just need the nuts, don't we,
to go
for
on
the bolts?
Yeah. Can't seem to lay
We're struggling to find the right nuts for the bolts that come with it. So that's got to be done. that's good. With the door, of course, it's got to be painted, and that's going back on. And I've got to put some trim. Yeah, some trim. In fact, we've just been to try and get some, haven't we? We just can't get it. We've got one piece, but we'll find some, I'm sure. Oh, and we've got some of these on order, or we'll have some new catches. For some, we're missing some others, aren't we? Of those around the motorhome.
Yeah,
so.
for the front cupboards.
Okay, cool. Love it.
Okay guys, there you go, another fun week in the RV. I think you can see it's coming together absolutely superb. The tiles make a hell of a difference on the walls. We've got to finish them off behind me as well, so that'll be done next week, and there'll be some useful tips for next week as well, how to cut the tiles and how to mark them out, to try and get some other content for you. I have got some work on again next week, guys. I don't think the video is going to be as long as what this week is, but we'll definitely try and get something out to you next week. And please subscribe if you can. Try and help us out as much as you possibly can, and hope you enjoyed this video. So take care guys, and I'll speak to you soon.
Take care guys.
Bye bye.